Personal story segment tonight, new book called The Silencing, How the Left is Killing Free Speech, written by our pal, Kirsten, who's generally supportive of the liberal position. Book comes out today, and here is Ms. Powers. So give me your best shot. Why should I buy this book?
Because you care about free speech, and free speech is definitely under assault in this country on all different areas. I focus primarily on the media and the college campuses, which are obviously two major areas of influence, I think, in terms of really us needing to have debate and dissent. But
you're blaming primarily the left, right? Mm-hmm. And this is going to surprise you, but I think it's a problem on both sides. Mm-hmm. In the debate over the cartoon, the Mohammed cartoon, some of the right-wing blogs, vicious. Mm-hmm. And no matter what the argument was, they wouldn't consider it you were anti-free speech, no matter what you said, no matter what your reasoning was. And they pounded that home, that you're against free speech, you're a wimp, you're this, you're that. Now, that being said, for every 10 left-wing smear sites, there are 2 right-wing. So heavily outnumbered on the left. Go ahead.
Okay, right. So, of course, there are conservatives who do this. What I'm talking about is more of a cultural phenomenon, what's going on. They're not one-off cases, and that's why I wrote a book about it, because people will often say, well, that's just that one group of people over there. And it's not one group of people. It's a systematic silencing that is going on, and they use the same tactics. I also am not talking about disagreement. I'm not talking about people being civil. I'm talking about these are people who will not have a debate. They will attack you. You are racist. You are misogynist. You are. It's never about what the actual issue is. Right. And what you'll see in the book is that that disagreement is cast as violence or an attack, as akin to physical harm. So there was a case at the University of California, Santa Barbara, where a professor there, a women's studies professor, actually physically attacked a 16-year-old pro-life demonstrator because, as she told the police later, she felt she was in harm. She felt like they were causing harm to her by being there and expressing view, and that she felt unsafe. So this is very different than somebody just saying, Bill, you don't support free speech.
Do you name names in the book?
Well, I use names, if you want to call it naming names. I mean, yes, of course I go through...
Because there are certain individuals who make a career out of doing this stuff.
Well, if you're talking about Media Matters, I don't know.
No, I mean, those people are anonymous, but there are people like Bill Maher, for example. Mm-hmm. He does that all the time. He attacks people viciously if he disagrees.
Bill Maher's kind of on both sides of this, right? Because
he doesn't come down in a doctrinaire way, but it's always personal. Always a personal attack from him.
Sure. So there's personal attacks. I guess I just would make a distinction between even what you were talking about before. People coming at you and saying you don't support free speech is not really a personal attack. They're arguing over the
ridiculous.
So well, I mean, I'm on a different side than you are on the Pamela Geller issue. But I think what I'm talking about is at least they're debating free speech. You know, they're not talking about you do this because you hate or don't hate Muslims.
I think you're on the right track, as I said in the talking points memo at the top of the broadcast. I mean, you can just see the industry that's developed here on the left. You can use a pipeline. Okay, let's destroy Ted Cruz. Okay, we'll take whatever he says out of context. We'll demonize him as being a far-right fascist who hates women and gays and whatever. Let's do that. And there are enough stupid people that it gets into the popular culture, and it's hard. Like, they could have done that to Ronald Reagan if it existed. This machine existed, but it didn't at the time.
No, something's definitely different. Something has changed. I think a lot of people have said, well, this is just the old political correctness. This is different. This is something that is much bigger, much more nefarious, and it is really impinging people's ability to debate issues, because there is no debate. They tell you there's no debate because you're a racist.
That's right.
There's no debate.
You're anti-woman.
You want to talk about campus rape statistics? You can't. No. Because you're a rape denier.
Right.
And so who wants to talk to a rape denier? So conversation's over. And I'm saying from a liberal perspective, that's not what liberals are supposed to believe. We're supposed to believe, put the ideas out there, debate them, talk about them, put your best case out, and then see what happens. Don't just shut it down and tell people to shut up.
The final point is this has been embraced. I don't know whether you know this or not, but the Clinton campaign hires people who do this, who made a living doing this.
Like, what do you mean?
The guy on Media Matters who runs Media Matters.
Well, I talk about Media Matters in the book,
and they're actually I don't know if he's associated formally, but they work with the Clinton campaign.
Yes, of course they do. They are trying to delegitimize the idea that you would criticize her.
Right.
Yes, that's correct.
All right, the book is The Silencing. Right, and if anybody picks on you, let me know.
Oh, yeah.
I will stick up for you.
Okay.
The kind of guy I am, looking out for Powers.